see. Orientation is locked. What have been locked? Alright. Whatever. Let's see. Let's see. Let's turn that down. Let's see. Turn that down. Ooh, I need something to wipe that off with. Whoops, I can't spell hello for everyone. Should be getting in there once. Alright. See if I can get some nice ink drawn on this thing. Come on. I need to. Just getting started. Ooh. There we go. I got me a nice quill and ink. I'm going to be doing a 1 month ahead money challenge. So we're just going to be inking in this little house. I'm using a little bit of quill and ink. And what is it? Okay, I'm like, where's the house part of it? That's a chimney. Hope everybody's doing a good on their Sunday. Hello. Hey, thank you. And this is a 1 month ahead, so you can save up and have your house payment done up. And I have 4 walls, house, and the cars for this one. And I'm doing it all in quill and ink. And once I get it all done up, I will have it on my Ko-fi account. It'll probably be this next month, though, so I'm just trying to get it all, getting some work done on it. And I'm working on quite a few little different other projects this month, so I figured it helps me get stuff done if I'm actually do a live, get some of the stuff I've been needing to get done. I should put a little ghost up in there. So I have all the, you usually take your amount of your rent or your house and you divide it by 12 and you save that up over different paychecks until you get at least a full 1 month ahead for a house payment or rent payment. You can also do insurance for house rent and stuff as well on it. Like I said, this is all hand sketched. I did not copy it or anything. It's not AI. I have been starting to learn how to draw in this last year and a half, 2 years. And I drew this a while ago, and I keep forgetting what I did on it. I don't know why I have so many windows on this thing. I think this is supposed to be a porch. I don't know. I think I saw a couple different houses on Pinterest and stuff and just took different styles from each one to make this one. I like drawing houses. Houses are very fun to draw. Like, I'll do the join his live. You're gonna go to somebody else's live to tell them to join your live? That's just fucking rude, really. Jesus. Yeah, stop watching this one. They're boring. Go watch my live. Unless you're highlighting other people's channels and watching them, and then that's kind of cool. I know some people who do that. I guess I can probably go over here. And I'm gonna put you in timeout because that's just freaking rude. Yeah. I'm gonna go into somebody else's live and tell them to leave and go to someone else's. That's just really, really freaking rude. I'm assuming that's a bot. You should put your bots in timeout, dude. Go put your bots in timeout. Clean my nib. I need to go and I got some ink on this nib I need to clean off. I should have done that before I started. That's okay. I really enjoy working with acrylic ink, but it's also very easy to have big old plops. Or you can mess it up quite easily. That's okay, that's what Photoshop is for. I've screwed up so many times on some of these. Oh, I thought someone was coming in. I would love an old Victorian similar to this. This would be cool. They actually have some up in the what the heck they call it, the alleys. I'm up here in Utah. That kind of looks like I think I was supposed to make that look like a sconce. It looks like it's floating. I'll make this look like a and let's do a little. I really like this quill. It is really good at doing very small marks. So how's everybody's Sunday going? Anybody else out there who likes to draw freehand? What type of stuff do you guys like to draw? And do you have your own product? Do you sell? Or do you just like to do stuff on your own? I'd like to get the point of doing some coloring books that's, you know, hand-drawn stuff that's not AI. Oh, this is so tiny. Make my eyes are go buggy. Let's see these tiny little marks. Make sure I get the razors. There we go. I'm still learning. And let's get some the picket fence. You gotta have a picket fence. I'm gonna have to give me something to eat. My hands are like shaky. Get some bushes. More bushes in the front before I trace over them and forget. And sorry, when I get concentrating, I have a tendency not to speak, and then I forget, and I'm like, why is it so silent? Get some little extra detail on the house. Oh, I got something on my nib there. Let's clean that off. And yes, I'm using a quill and ink. I got this over at a little store in Salt Lake. A little stationary high-end one. I really like the nib. It's good for fine detail. Don't ask me what brand it is. I have no idea. It was like 20 bucks. And I really like the weight. It works really nice. I'm just gonna kind of scratchy dot with this thing. And then house fund. If I wasn't using quill and ink, I would probably end up using, where the heck is it? Oops. One of these pens is Micron's, the 0.03 or the 0.05 to do these really fine detail. If you need a savings fund to help you get going, or you're not sure what a savings fund is, go check out some of those budgeters out there. Just type in budget challenges and you can get all kinds of really cool people out there doing different types of monthly, weekly, all kinds of budgeters. And they have all different types of challenges. Help support them as well. All mine are hand-drawn. But you can also make it quite easy yourself just by grabbing an envelope and write what you're trying to save for. God, I hope I spelled this stuff wrong. I'm dyslexic and I would probably end up doing all these all these wrong. I've done that before. Amount. I actually have a book I want to learn how to do handmade books and stuff as well, and because my mom made a book before she passed away, and I'd love to handwrite it out. That'd be kind of cool. That would take for freaking ever, though. And then you just put the amount of your rent. Like me, mine's really cheap. Mine's about $800. So I live with my dad, and I'm inheriting the house. So, but if you have $1,000 or a couple hundred, or even more, you just take that and then you divide it by 12, and you'll get your monthly or your weekly savings from each paycheck. And then over time, you just save it up for an emergency. This is just for a 1 month ahead. You can also do this more than once and do so you can save up to 6 months ahead. So if you're trying to save up and get yourself out of debt, this is one of the ways to help get your money going in the right direction. Got my little water skull over here, and I'm washing my vodka skull, crystal skull. I use him as my water. He's cool looking, mostly when you get ink in there. Go different colors. Oh, I don't have a side door in here. I need to put that here. I just realized that. I don't have a door. Let's do a... door. I'll have to come back here and put some shadows in this later. Oh, looks like our neighbor. Sounds like Miss Robin. And now it's time to get all the windows. And this is actually kind of fun. Money challenge to draw out. I just kind of went on Pinterest, looked at different style windows. That's one of the reasons I do these type of challenges, because it helps me learn how to draw different things that I wouldn't normally draw. Today I went and drew me a deer. It was really cool. I need to start doing lives at different hours or different times, or earlier. Most of the people are doing dinner by this time of the night. But it took me forever just to get up and do stuff. I just had no energy today. There we go, some speed racer. So where is everybody gathering from today? I'm going to get some extra shadow under on this side. And a little bit of shadow. I'll get some little lines. This one almost looks like it's open. Or you can just do some dots. Oop, that one messed up. I got a wonky window. That's okay. These are not really that straight anyways, because I don't want my stuff to look... Well, I want it to look professional, but I don't want it to look like Canva. It's like I want it to look as nice and straight as possible, but yet at the same time, I don't want it to look like a computer or an AI did it. There we go. Should probably get some shadows are a little bit darker in the corners here. I really like the look of ink. I don't know why I put that on top. That should be underneath, because you'd be viewing this house from underneath, not from on top. And I need to slow down a little bit. Let's get some more shadows in here. Oh, looks like I forgot some stuff. There we go. Let's get some shadows in here as well. Probably should have something here on the bottom. Alright, let's go back. Oh, damn it. My nib keeps falling out. Let's make sure that thing don't fall out when I'm drawing. That would sucketh. Make sure I add some music or something to some of this. Oh, I forgot to. I was going to screen record it so I can use it in the video, but I forgot. Okay, get the window up here. And yeah, it's been a while since I did this one. I'm like, why is that? Where are all these marks coming from? As much as I love working with ink, it is messy. Get neighbors. I think my favorite building so far that I've drawn was one of the little temples out here. It was like spring and all the trees were in bloom and it looked like it was hugging the temple. It was really pretty. And I got my neighbors are really noisy out there today. Draw the ledge. I need my thing is drying up a little bit. My ink is drying up. Clean off my nib. I always forget to do that. It's not like normal pens and stuff. Let's get some shadows in here. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Alright, and here's a quick and simple little simple little window. 4 lines. Oh, I screwed that up. I can pretend I meant to do that. This is one old wonky window. So this is like a Mother Hubbard type of window. It's like it's slanting. When you screw up, just say, it was meant to look like that. That sounds like Robin. That sounds like Missy Robin. Alright, let's see if I can. This is more of a fancy one. See if I can remember how to do it, or how I drew it. Because I drew this a while ago. Nope. Okay. There we go, little balcony. Oh, better make sure I get the curtains down here as well. Oops, not on the thingy. And maybe do a little bow. Sticking it up over here so you can kind of tell where it is. go. And we have this one right here, which is kind of a double window. Looks like a stained glass one. Put some little, looks like flowers or something in there. Alright, let's get a little bit of a shelf in here. Since I screwed that up, I meant to be a shelf. Get a little shadow under here. And there we go. Almost done. This feels like this should have something else on there. There we go. And I'm running out of ink, or it's starting to dry up. Yep, it's starting to dry up. I will do an announcement when I have this one fully done. And someone's coming. Hello?
How are you doing?
Good. Just doing a live, just drawing one of my little challenges.
Oh, okay.
It's been quiet. I think everybody's having dinner.
You're what?
It's been kind of quiet. Haven't gotten much.
Okay. Well, when I have dinner, what's about 7?
Yeah. Is that
Okay.
Robin I heard?
But yeah.
Was she looking for a job for Josh,
No,
or what was it?
She was wanting to know if she could bring a little bit of her stuff over into our shed and spread it out a little bit so she can go through it like what we want.
Oh, all right, yeah.
And get rid of the stuff that she doesn't want and repackage it, recart and everything. I said, yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm sure she didn't have room in her apartment to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing drastic.
Oh, good.
I said, sure. I said, just be a little neater and clean her up
Then what's his face? Yeah. Well, she usually is. She's the organized one there. Drives her crazy when Chris
what
just
do you
leaves.
do? Do you do it underneath and then do it again?
Yeah, I just sketch it with pencil, very roughly, and then I just ink it in with my quill and ink. And then I just kind of go back and add a little bit of the shadow on the sides to give it a little bit more depth. And
all right. Then it won't take me long to. I went and stopped and got another salad.
Oh, okay.
Because I quite like those salads.
Yeah, they're really nice to have.
The Asian one. And then
I might have a little bit of that left over too. I think I have a little bit of the Asian.
I got the pork chops, and then I'm gonna slice some potatoes, and so it won't take a long time.
Yeah, just holler at me when
I'll start about 6:30.
Yeah, I'm not too hungry. Did you try the granola I gave you? I forgot.
I didn't notice. Did you bring some up?
Yeah, I just refilled your things. Actually, I put some of your older ones on top, and
I'll try it. Yeah.
I need to get some more dried fruit.
Because I snack on it.
I need to get some more dried fruit.
It's more healthy for me.
And I forgot to put the protein powder, because that's what really made me have it fill me up longer. It's because I put like 1.5 things of protein powder in the last one, and I forgot to do it this time.
That's what I want to try.
Yeah, it just has dates in it instead of. It just has dates.
You have a rabbit in there.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's kind of quiet today. I'm just gonna have the first one done and call that good today. Unless I decide to. Where's the plug for my skull? That's a good start. Alrighty, there we go. Got the first one done. I might do a line around it, or I might just leave it like that. Makes it easier for them to cut it to size if it doesn't have a border. And then the next one will be the the 4 walls, and then the keep your wheels a moving. So thank you. Actually, I might do one of these just for little shits and giggles. I think this is a watercolor one. And then I have that one. I want to ink in that one. And this one's also watercolor. I might just do those two while I'm here. I need some fresh water though. Let me go throw that water out of the skull. I'll be right back. Well, let's move these over so we can see what I'll be doing. I got a little bug one and a little mushroom one, and these are hand sketched and then filled in with watercolor pencil. So let's do this one first. Let's see, what do we have here? I'll get my little skull. Get some, whoops, wrong end. We'll get a little bit of water. And we'll start from the top. Kind of smooth these things out. Now this is just, I haven't really done any of this before. I have, but it was last time was with a hat, and I hadn't used this much water in it. So it smooths it out nicely. Probably didn't need to have this much watercolor pencil on it, but it's really nice once you add water to it. Kind of just smooths everything out a little bit and gives it a really, really nice look. And then you can just kind of, and I did this a while ago, so I'm kind of experimenting with how long it takes to, how long you can do the watercolor before it kind of dries and is not useful anymore. And this is not the best paper. All right. That way, if I do some more down the road, I might need to change some of this up. Because I kind of did this like it was pencil. And I'll need to be a little more careful. Maybe do like mostly the blues and then let it dry a little bit. Then I'll probably come through here with a fine pen. Not a fine pen. What the heck did they call it? One of these, the micron pens. And outline it once it's dry. Like I said, I just kind of watch TV and then do some doodles on like little bookmark. This is just cheapy paper, you know, because I'm just kind of figuring out what I want to do. And then I might, if they're really good, I'll like scan them and then print them up and make some nice little bookmarks for some of my students. I'm a bus driver, so I'll probably have some of these done up for Christmas as Christmas gifts along with candy. And anybody who wants one can grab one. I have some really cool ones. I got the bug right here, which is kind of a jewel bug, which I really thought was cool. Just some flowers, some dragonflies, a squirrel in a top hat. He's adorable. a beetle. I'm going to probably do some yellow paint or something like that around the things. This one's already done. I'll probably use this just for writing in. I might highlight some of that with some different types of gel pens, and then just some watercolor bookmarks that I'll put some sort of catchy saying, swipe for next page or something like that. Or I might even draw something on. I haven't decided. I got an owl, which I'm going to probably do ink on this one. I'll probably erase some of it. Got me a shark, some little flowers, a little fairy house. Well, they're kind of hard to see since they're sketched in, but I'll gradually get them down. I got me a dragon. Dream big. You might just surprise yourself. A little kitty cat. Tree of life. Some sort of monster. Don't know what it was. A mimic. Dexterity check. And yeah, so just playing around. Figuring stuff out. Yeah, I really love this is the Winston and Newton watercolor pencils. I'll have to make sure I link it in my description after I'm done. But yeah, they're just add a little bit of water to it, and you can just do multiple colors. And once you add just a little bit of water, it kind of smooths everything out. And it gives it a nice little, and you can always come back. Where is my watercolor pencils? I actually got these on Facebook Marketplace, and so you can get some good ones. And then once you wet it down, if you want to add a little bit more color, you just kind of come back with your watercolor. So if you want to darken this area up, just come back and add a little bit. You can even dip your colored pencil in the water and come back and soften or add a little bit extra color to it. Is this the watercolor one? They should be. I probably use a different paper though. I should have used watercolor paper on this thing, because it's getting really wrinkly. This is not the best paper for it, but like I said, I was just goofing around. Yep, that one's, make sure I kind of pick that up so it's not all muddled. And then yeah, I'll probably highlight this once it dries out with a micron pen. It's almost like a paint by number, but you do it yourself. Yeah. Let's see. Let's get some. You can also just kind of wet your thing and put some color right on your brush. But yeah, I'd have to let this dry a little bit because that will tear it. Let's do some cute little bug. And the big swashes you can kind of see. can still have a lot of that texture in it, unfortunately. So yeah, if you do this, make sure if you're going to do bookmarks by hand, make sure you get the right paper. Makes your life a whole lot easier. This bug was pretty simple to make. You're basically just doing a circle and then a smaller circle behind it and then filling very, very lightly. Make sure you do everything lightly. And then just kind of outlining it. And then there's like an oval and then another circle and a couple ovals on the side. And then you just kind of fill them in and put the legs on there and then, you know, make your little designs in them. As long as you break it up into sections, it's a lot easier. Ooh, that actually turned out pretty cool. Kind of gives it like a glass, stained glass kind of look to it. A little bit of the lightness in the center and the green around the edges. Gives it that jewel. Like I said, I'm just kind of figuring this out and see what looks good. I don't really do a whole lot with watercolor, but I do enjoy doing watercolor pencils. Just be careful when you're merging some of the colors next to other colors, or you might get a little bleeding, especially if they're dark. Now this kind of gets a fuzzy look to it, so but if I scan it afterwards, it'll probably give it a little less. Probably look less fluffy. I can always trace it later on. I have finally bought me some tracing paper and trace it onto something thicker. Yeah, I like that, but it's, yeah. I'll probably end up doing the bug first and then just do plain old watercolor around it. Because when it's a lot larger section like that, you can see a lot of the more scratchy enough. It's not bad, but it's cute. Let's see, do I have any other ones that are done up? Let's do the dragonfly. I'll do one more. Why not? They're kind of fun. Now, the outside is kind of a gray. It's kind of hard to see. Might want to do a smaller paintbrush or more of a angled one. Might be better for these ones since they're a little bit smaller than the bug. And I don't want to do too much with the more smaller detail because I don't want them to blend out. So I might just a little bit dabbing, kind of pick up the water on the other side. I don't know if I want to do full. I'll test this side versus the other side. Like just a full swipe over it, or if I want to be more detailed and just kind of bring in the edges a little bit. These little tiny ones is good practice. Might come back later and do some white gel or something like that in the middle. Might be a good idea. Yeah, and then I'll need to probably bring in a black pen once it dries. Maybe just do some little bit of black around the edges of the wings and around the flower to give it a little more definition. Yeah, just a quick sweep. And you can always come back with the blue. Probably not when it's this wet, but like after it's already been a little bit wet, that way you can give some shadows on it as well. And it will spread out a little bit with the water. And if we got a black one or a dark blue one, let's see, dark blue. You can do the same thing to give it a little bit of shadow. You can also just kind of do dots so you're not messing up the, since this one's like very, very thin. You can also just dip the pen a little bit with the pencil and just give it a little bit of shadow on these wings. Just on one side, darken it a little bit. Now, you do whatever you want. You could even add a little bit of yellow right in the center. Give it a little extra highlight. Or if there's a... Oh, that's what I forgot to do. I forgot to do the stem behind it. So you can actually, since dragonfly wings are kind of see-through, you can actually have the little bit of color from the plant behind it. Let's get the flowers and the string and the stems. Words are fun. Oh, that's a little bit too much water. Get the watercolor to blend. And you can always come back and pick up a little bit of it. You can also just pick it up in certain areas and let the rest of it kind of fade out a little bit. I even got a new light, and the dang light's still not doing it. I need to get a ring light. Now you can always add a little bit of extra color in the background, but I'll probably do that later. I don't want it to blend with the others. That's the only problem. I could probably come back once it dries and do some sparkly watercolor behind it. A light gray kind of with sparkles, but yeah, we've got some. I'll have to go and make sure if you want to make these things flat, and just kind of wet down the backside, laying flat between some paper, and it will be good. So thank you for joining me today. I appreciate everybody who came along for the journey, got a little bit of my House Fund inked in. Got the first one done out of 6. And some watercolor bookmarks. And I really like that. I'm going to have to do some more bugs. Bugs are really kind of interesting to do. But I will see you next time. I appreciate everybody coming over and saying hi. Or stopping. Whoops. I can't spell. Whoops. Number lock. Stopping. Bye. Boo. Boy. 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 Alrighty. Well, I will see you next time. And hope you have a wonderful Sunday, if it's still Sunday near you. And thank you again. Love you all. Bye. Okay, those are done. Do that one with ink. And the mimic, I'll probably do him with ink. That one's watercolor. So I got 3 of them done. Probably put some glitter on them. That'd be kind of cute.